from we don't know where. It's Thomas Old's Joke Shop with today's special guest, Roger. Eh. Hi, I'm Roger, and I'm here to do some good old-fashioned hoofing. And I'm Thomas Old, and I'm going to tell you the main jokes. So, Roger, do you want to get started? Sure. This happened to me more often than not. If I had annoying neighbors, because I just told them something more or less a bad joke, they'll make them want to not live here anymore, or not live next to me anymore. And believe me, I have my handfuls of bad neighbors. But this one is a personal story. Kill the lights, will ya? Anyway, my story begins like this. I had a neighbor once, 4 or 6 years ago. He wasn't one that I liked to get along with. But during a house gathering, I told a very nasty joke. This joke goes a little something like this. What is the difference between a tree and a stereotype? The stereotype doesn't really cut or bleed that much than a tree. It kind of worked, but not in the way you would expect. He laughed a bit until he learned that when I said stereotypes, I meant a certain religion. The guy was a Roman Catholic. And well, of crack house puns, I said something about Roman Catholics, like stereotypes. And well, we all know where this goes from here. I got myself into some really deep trouble with my mom. Well, it was worth it though. At least I didn't have to see that neighbor anytime soon. But I did end up apologizing. And, well, I told my mom that she could take a hike. Anyway, that's the end of my very gloomy story. Back to you, Thomas. Wasn't that lovely? Anyway, I remember for a good one. It's not like stereotypes or anything. Why do rivers run and they don't walk? You don't know the answer? Because rivers don't really have time to kill. They just want to get there in a hurry. Anyway, there's more to this joke than meets the eye. Here's a good one. That didn't quite please ya. What is black when clean and white when sturdy? You can pause the video to figure this one out. Time's up. The answer is a blackboard. Okay. Now with the classic hoofing. Time to get modern. You know, there's two types of parents in this world. The types that don't understand human knowledge, or the teen's knowledge, or the types of parents who have the correct mind to teach their own teen how things work in this world. However, they were born during the 50s. They're technically grandparents. But in all seriousness, you know you failed as a parent if you're getting lessons from your own teenage son, daughter, or whatever type of kid you have, or any type of teenager in any type of manner. Why? I'll let Roger finish the sentence since he was the guy who originally told me this one. The reason I said this to Thomas was because, yeah, I'll just finish the sentence. When say you failed as a teenager, when you failed as a parent, you're getting lessons from a teenager. Why do I say that? Because those are the types of people who would French kiss a taser for TikTok, Vine, or any type of social media. Don't believe me? Check your own teen social media to see if they actually did the French kiss a taser. There's tons of them. Here's another kid one I remember. I know it's not that controversial. Controversial. You know, every day when I walk out on the streets, I know something. Back then, people were always talking to each other. They're they're asking about how their days are. Nowadays, they don't have enough common sense to know when they're in danger or not. It's like most of them are dumb enough to do stuff like, oh, I don't know, jump off of 100 feet buildings, like their rear ends on fire, and aforementioned mentioned French kiss tasers, or make giant dominoes, which granted is a creative time until you knock it down, or make giant Jenga pieces. Oh boy, that just gets nasty easy. And of course, this is my favorite one, Adam, by the way. The types of people who would, indeed, smack themselves in the face with books just to get noticed. Indeed, if you want to get that noticed on YouTube, you don't have to do that. Just make rips about Floyd Mayweather, or Logan Paul, or Jake Paul, and they'll like you in an instant. Or turn someone's tragedy into a actual humility. Yeah, make someone laugh. Anyway, I do know one thing. Terminator has a new spot, has something to tell us. Terminator? Hey there, all you hip cats and job jerkies. Geez, I'm Terminator. I'm here to tell you, do you want a car that's so fast, that you want to pay for watermarks? Here's a way to actually have you skid out of it. Here's the Terminator skid marks, where used cars are on the cheap. So even if you are one who wants to get a hotshot ride to impress your lady friend, or a superhero who can't stand flying or walking, Terminator will fix you up with the right ride of your dreams. And now, back to Tom Solt's Jokeshop, already in progress, Daddy-o. That was real 70s Terminator. Real 70s. Yeah. Real 270s. You're welcome, Daddy-os. I'm getting real sick and tired when he says Daddy-o. Not me. Anyway, I do know one thing. But I feel like I'm having deja vu again. But I feel like... No, never mind. That joke was too vulgar. Even for me. Anyway... Wait, while Thomas tries to figure out what to say for his next joke, how about I give you a brief hint, or a tip, or how to even? Do you need fresh gas in a hurry, and you don't want to fork up that good dough of yours? Now this is something I've seen online before. Some guy and his 5-year-old were once on a driving spree. A very good driving spree. And when they stopped at a gas station because we're low on gas, I heard $1 million idea. And I think it went a little something like this. Oh no, you don't, Roger. I got to tell. I kind of feel like telling you this one. Why don't you let one rip? In other words, this $1 million idea is you having to require your rear end, giving it more than a meaning just a fart. In other words, head to your nearest gas station, do a proper lean of your car, and make sure that you had enough gassy food. The payoff is worth it though. Once you put your rear ends runs near the gas tank, let her rip, and don't hold back on it, Jack. And you'll be running out of here with free gas. And in case you need something to keep you preoccupied. Get your said child to do some good old fashioned hoofing, dancing, or entertaining, keeping them as your main eye on the prize, while you fart your heavens away. Not only is it legal, efficient, and gives your butt meaning, it also is pretty practical. You're welcome. Anyway, Roger, I don't know where you got that from, but that kind of sounds pretty good. Pretty good advice, actually. I got it off the online web we usually browse on. YouTube. Heck yeah. You know when you were alone at one time, kind of doing those videos at Thanksgiving? It kind of saw something that would work for Jokeshop and be a little helpful hint. And if you want to know how it went down, I'll whisper to you. Mm-hmm. Oh, really? Ouch. That's just dark. You know what? A true story? Wow. Don't I feel sorry for that person? Anyway, this isn't our conclusion, but we're going to tell you one last, or maybe two more jokes before we close. Roger, do you want to tell yours first? Sure. What are the difference between donkeys, geese, sheep, cows, and your regular jackasses? Three of the four of them are farm animals, and the other one stars Johnny Knoxville. No, seriously. The reason you can find on the four, well, actually two of them you can find on the farm, and the other two you can find hanging out with Johnny Knoxville. Chances are he's already with them. Yeah. You don't get what I mean. Farm animals meaning cows and sheep, and when I say with Johnny Knoxville, I mean donkeys and jackasses. But I really do not have to do myself. Well, Roger, that was a good joke. Especially how you decided to make a very awkward complimation to Johnny Knoxville. Anywho, my last joke is going to be a bit different than what I usually tell. If you ever seen Pewdiepie, chances are you already know who he is. And if you don't know who he is, check out his channel. Not sponsoring. But anywho, this is a thing I also got off of online. And I hear it was also a true story. Some kid who was addicted to Pewdiepie once spitfired one of his few sentences out. No, it wasn't a catchphrase or anything like that. It was then when Pewdiepie got a bit foul for anyone's liking. The kid thought the joke meant food and drinks until his mom, his mom told him, or playfully told him that he sucked. Her son looked at him dead in the eye and finished the sentence with, I don't even want to say it, but the love of humor, you swallow, as the bird swallow. I am comedic. Anywho, this is only episode 2. There's more episodes to come by. So stay tuned for more details and for more laughs and surprises like that. This is Thomas Old, signing out. But here to remind you, I'm leaving. Not the show, but this episode. Anyway, chances are I'll be working on my joke material. You'll end with some good old-fashioned hoofing. And don't forget to tip your waiter. By the way, this video has no sponsor. So don't think about wondering if we sponsored anyone. We do not sponsor anyone. We're not sellouts.